Hello? Okay. Okay, where exactly is this? All the way up there. Then no problema. I got right and children to work with you. Is it over here somewhere? There. It's a little bit bright. Is there any way I could dim this? Okay. Is there any way to dim this? There we go. Although sun rays are gonna be hitting my back, I don't care. Okay.
Leave it!
You're open!
Stand clear! Animal hypostasis amulet, quiver!
You're open!
There is no escape!
Done.
That's it? Oh, come on! Maybe I should do the boss thingy. Do you guys think the boss thingy should be done? Yeah. No? Okay. We're teleporting. I mean, I gotta go for my crystal cores. I've been using a lot of crystal cores to condense my resin, and I have not. I repeat, I have not farmed my crystal core since then. I mean, I've been farming from different nation. However, I gotta have to make sure I have what I need. And my goal is to grab crystal cores up to 200. Should definitely do this trick. Okay, I got some crystals right here. Maybe those, maybe. I'm so sad for Beidou. I mean, I've been building her.
Alright, let's go.
I've been so focused on building her, yet I cannot do any crit damage with her. I don't know how to crit damage you, Beidou. I'm sorry. Now.
I won't hold you back.
How much? Nice. Like that in one fell swoop. Not all of them, but good enough. There should be something. There should be something.
With you all the way.
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
Will do. Will I'll go. Oh, I'm still from the treasure hoarders. Oops, too bad.
That's Jingle.
Hold the line.
Have a little taste.
Mark 2. Strike. Torn to oblivion.
Test subject.
Shine down.
Agram. Okay, that's one. The other one. There's the other one. Shogun, you can't cook. So abandon all hope that you can. I mean, what's the story of Shogun who can't cook? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm dead curious. I'm super curious. Whatever curiosity that have, I wanna know. Okay, first things first, we're going to
Illusion shattered. Allow me. Animal test 6308. Flash.
There is no escape.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Shine down.
nice. Should be enough, right? No? What are we going on? Where are we going? Oh, doggies. Ugh, doggies. Ugh.
There is no escape.
Rest and rebuild. Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 6308.
Strike. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Allow me. Let's move out. Animal test 6308.
Quiver. There is no escape.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Strike. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Stand clear.
Maybe I should go back to have Benny instead. Yeah?
Freshly rebuild!
Yeah. Probably it's best to have Benny in my team. Now then, where's my lucky draw? Over there? I mean, to, the fact that I have to work with Bennett, with my Raiden Shogun team. Maybe just Raiden Shogun team is the best thing I could ever have for Benny. For Benny. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, who knows? Maybe. But for now, let's go ahead and put Benny on the team. Benny, I choose you.
You want me on your team?
Yes, I want you on my team. After now.
Another test. One more opponent.
Illusion shattered!
Suffice!
Animal test 6308.
Get out of here! Off we go! Get out of here!
Stand clear.
It's over!
I'm going in!
Fall before me!
Get out of here!
Whirl, Mark 2.
Quiver! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
You win this battle.
Yeah, I always get crit damage of 100 something with them. Yep, definitely. This concludes my test. There we go. Let Benny have his way. But I can pass out with the Oh no, it's damage test. Damage test. Now let's grab some. Yep.
Illusion shattered!
Need to charge up.
Let's get down to business. One more. Light blade!
Oh my god!
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
There is no escape!
Fall before me!
Ow!
Oh, come on!
I always bounce back. Just watch me.
Oh my
Everybody
god.
stand back! Could it break the curse?
Stand clear.
One strike will suffice. How's this?
Probably.
Shine down!
I'm fall before me!
Absorption test.
Adventure time!
All this fire.
I'm ready!
Stand clear.
Strike!
A minor error.
Minor error. Oh, that's
Absorption test.
I'm going in!
Fall before me!
Stand clear.
This.
That's a shame. I didn't get my Raiden to get healed. I used Benny's ult. We gotta have to find someone.
Off we go.
More to kill. More to kill.
Get out of here.
Animal hypostasis and you.
Adventure time.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Get out of here.
I guess this is it. We got it.
Off we go. Off we go.
That can screw itself.
Everybody stand back.
No! I
You'll
forgot
get
about it.
frostbite.
Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Hi!
Flash.
Flash frost. Taste first. It's time for a flash freeze. Kill to the
Get out of here.
Out. No.
Get out of here. I'm going in.
Whoa. Mark tip.
Quiver. Illusion shattered. Power to oblivion.
So quiet. My work. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Get out of here.
Stand clear. Yeah.
There is no escape.
I see through like I went too far.
I guess that's it. We got 100 something with Benny on my team. Problem is, my Benny's always dying. So whenever, probably what I need is definitely something to help Benny. Bennett. Okay. But I'm here for something else. Now, where is it? Where am I supposed to go? I guess I gotta go there. Okay. Okay. For now, let's collect our dailies. We gotta collect our dailies, and then later on, we're going to go where the Arataki gang is. I'm presuming Ito is his first name. No? Maybe? Maybe not? Yeah, probably not. Okay, we're finishing this. Doop, doop. I mean, it's already past 10, so yeah, kind of. Alrighty.
Add Ast. Thank you for
Done. Next, we gotta go ahead and go to this area right here. Just going to teleport that one.
Illusion shattered.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Strike! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
136. Nice. Although if I am going to, if I did level up, Kujusaro's talent. If I level up this Kujusaro's talent right here, definitely. I'm not going to do this. Screw that. Okay, then we're all set. Also, this is sacrilege.
I'm Genta. Are you ready for your drum-along performance? Let the drum...
Okay. Already got that. Okay, so left, down, right, square, X, 0, circle. Oops. Oops. Ah! I know, controller, I'm missing. I could barely see anything in my screen right now because it's highlight. But I guess I got Gulsem. Hang on. Okay, I think I got. Okay, back. Next. this one's not bad, at least. Now, for pro. I'm nervous. Ah! 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 No! I failed! I failed! Oh my god. Okay. Okay. But I like the music though. Okay, that just definitely felt like a Toma vibe right there. That is definitely Toma vibe there. So, are these music based on how their personalities are? Yeah, is it either these guys are based on personalities and stuff like that? Then yeah, I could definitely see it. Ah! cat one. Got a lot of fails. Then, hi Clee! After Clee, what's next? We're battling. Yeah, we're. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. They're so cute. This the Clee song is cute. What's that? There we go. Everything looks settled now. Although with 4 misses right there, I could definitely do better on this one. But hey, it's still Mexico. It's normal size. Okay, let's see here. What? Done! Finally. I mean, it's not that bad. But maybe because I have a blur in my screen, I could not see it. Alrighty, let's get this show done. Ah! I mean, now that I hear it right now, the Mark's version, the Mark's, as the fire starts. Oh my gosh! Get me out of here! Sorry. Okay, here we go, here we go. Me. I missed that one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Next. Bro. The most dreadful part. Wait, what? I have to go to expansion? I'll probably change my score later on tonight. If I change left key, and the circles. I forgot they exist there, and thus I guess Dawson. Okay, next up. I forgot where I heard. Okay. Okay. I wanna try that. Probably is the secret of the sounds comes from either tapping from fingers? Oh my god. Okay, hard is a little bit tricky on me. Got goods. Quite fails. I have a lot of fails now. Hi, Sai. What? I don't know. You tell me. Okay, so what time is it right now? Shoot! Oh, it's still 11. Nice. I still have enough time. Oh, guns. Yeah, I should grab something something more capable than this. I hate this. The betrayal. Hey, you gotta work. If you gotta work, buddy. You gotta have to work. You need work. All of us do. Okay. Oh no. Oh, Bugs. Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny and Hightail. Okay. 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 I got hard. Now let's go for pro. Oops. We're supposed to grab pro, not that. Okay, probably I'll finish the rest of these guys. Now, problems with my controller. They're kind of hard to press right now. Although I'm a button smasher, probably that's the reason why. Okay, let's go pro for Klee. Someone's here?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Yeah, because I'm completely confused. What's with you?
None of your concern? The book?
Are you late?
Yeah, so? Why do you have to care, huh? Are you my boss or something like that? I lost my wallet, Jess. I tried to find it.
Why on Seven Hills did you lost your wallet?
Misplacement, just like your wallets
My wallets.
and your phone. And some of your other stuff.
And you came back just for your phones.
My wallet, mate, yes.
Why are you sitting?
It's called the tying of the shoelaces. It's when you use your both hands while sitting down beside a... Only the one of them.
Well, I'm done with all of them.
Bad news!
You know what you should do?
Boss got arrested again!
What?
Just now,
Why?
someone from the Tenryou Commission came to post a notice on the bulletin board saying our festival has to be... I don't know what happened. I think maybe the boss sent some flyers to Tenchukaku. He did say that the Shogun would definitely not want to miss the almighty...
Well, I think Boss is right. The almighty Shogun would definitely want to come to the
Yeah, don't you agree? Come on, who cares what we think? Anyway, the boss was arrested on the spot by the Okuzumeshu. They took him to the Tenryou. Shinobu's probably on the case by now. I heard the Okuzumeshu charged the boss with causing a disturbance in a restricted military zone. Then Madame Kujo-Sara changed it to obstructing the public order.
That despicable Kujo Tengu. How could she get away with charging Boss with a felony over something like this?
You idiot! That's a misdemeanor! She downgraded the offense. Usually you just get a warning for that. Anyway, I guess we'll just have to wait until the boss gets out before seeing what to do about the festival. Don't worry, Traveler. With Shinobu on the case, everything's gonna turn out just fine. You've been so supportive of our festival. When the boss gets out, I'm sure he'll want to thank you in person. I hope your journey, like our festival, will go from strength to strength.
From strength to strength!
To strike your foe takes unity between mind, arrow, and bow. The duty of a Tengu warrior is to watch over the mountains and forests, while that of the Kujo clan is to guard Inazuma. These two are of the same ilk.
I didn't know that. But hey, I already did it. And he's already late, yes. He tells me. Good for you. Goodness. Nice. Now. Wait, that's it? Okay, I guess chance, thingy, I guess.
To manifest eternity per the Almighty Shogun's will. That is what I aspire to.
What should I try this time? What should I try this time?
Yeah, sure. I mean, although, from the looks of it, I got everything already.
Uncle Chen, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishin, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liu Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick
After
someone,
this, I'm gonna
and
go
then
ahead
Lady
and
Keqing,
do
Lady
the
Ningguang, and the other
DLC
Qixing appoint them?
infamous first light.
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health,
If
I
I'm done with
won't
that,
be able
then
to
I'm going
assess
to
every
find
candidate
someone new.
myself.
Oh,
Not to
actually,
despair,
I gotta have to
however,
go to
because I
sorry.
found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Heartbroken.
It's Shaylon!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
What do you think?
Not really.
Makes sense. After all, whoever the next Tianshu is, it doesn't really make any difference to us. Still, Paimon's really curious to see which candidates Uncle Tian picked, so let's go take a look.
No!
Alright then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety, too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house. You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion.
No!
All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep up.
You mean my eyes open? Paimon always does this. Can we just kill Paimon, eat him already? Like, literally? The fact that my blood sugar is rising because of Paimon herself does not make it simply go away. Doesn't seem to go away at all.
Sounds good to me.
What's possible?
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean,
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're...
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting... Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions and writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not... There's still some time. I'll be waiting off to the side. Finished, huh? What?
Everyone took it very serious.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best... And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets. That's for me to know and you to find out. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar... I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you...
Mind your tone, miss...
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you...
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please.
I'm, Mingbo. I've worked there for, I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, my current work is related to urban...
Is it just time?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to...
Oh, okay.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling... What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your question.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure...
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of... Of course, Two different problems can be interconnected and very complicated.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take
Nice answer. Oh.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and...
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issue. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detailed. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary!
Last but not least, Zhi. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. But what really interests me...
Great!
We'll see.
Time to go.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right. Then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Zhi was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Qianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingbo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Zhi, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Zhi came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself, so I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got quiet. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire. Spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
And you sure love to
There's
blather
nothing
around
quite
with
like
me.
fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jerry purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Jerry always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even. That flavor makes for a fond memory.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too?
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
Had you not asked me why Jerry's ideas were so similar to mine, this decision, remember.
Understood. Come on.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien.
I'm skipping you out.
So, it's gonna be Jerry, right? His manifesto was written well.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit.
Huh? So,
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Who are they?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and...
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jerry?
Zhi, well, obviously, as the most promising candidate, we will be Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking? He does business at the North Wharf.
That's actually...
Huh? What's Polite doing here today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants them.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't... Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to...
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Jerry. Have you heard of him before?
Jerry? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Jerry never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't a... Well then, in that case, the hut...
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Lin Long. Come on, let's follow. Try not to let him see you. We want this information.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Lin Long.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Jerry. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Please take a seat.
Jerry seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Jerry's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to? Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Jerry.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food.
We will? Well, come on!
Why do they have to give me that transfer?
Okay, can I just gut her out? Like, literally, I want to gut her out. I really, really want to.
Shine down!
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fish...
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about some. We've heard about this young man called Zhi, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you have...
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity.
Ah, yes, Jury. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some... apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work... How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you strong.
Yeah,
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for...
Huh? Why is...
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so... Why don't I come back some other time and...
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Here to buy some fish? It's 3. You better hurry. When they're...
Hello, we're from...
Wow!
Society for Fish Price Research. I haven't...
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. He managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly but nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset.
I see. Well...
Not a problem. And just...
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial...
Really?
But of course, we also heard that Master Duke...
Great!
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you...
Sure have. I've heard many tales of Juri. Probably because it's nothing...
Oh, I can
Oh, yeah, I know that. It was about 2... Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly Sometimes he gives me candies. So I'm glad that people...
Just as I thought.
Huh?
I mean, just as I thought...
Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great. So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess...
Certainly. You can also...
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? Juri seems to have a great reputation.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be...
Sudden? Too good to be true?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that...
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign. Right, and that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst-case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we... Even if we asked Yuri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit...
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to you.
Not a hidden scandal, buddy. Not a hidden scandal. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going?
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this.
We better...
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot. Well, we gotta...
Paimon!
Oh, this reading is giving...
Looks like I'm the first one back.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers! If you're back, that means...
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell...
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the account?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora.
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior...
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long. Lady Yelan, I have
Well, we're...
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa. That...
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah! So that's what you meant by that.
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a...
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment plan. Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory...
So, did they find any
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone...
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our... Oh, yeah!
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Zhi-Yi wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Qingshu.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Zhi-Yi's?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead.
Shenwei and Mingbois both turned out to be completely different than what we thought.
Says the idiot of all idiots.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a down...
This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But it seems they also use it as a site. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team lead. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever...
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen it. So, who's really...
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that...
Excuse us. We want to ask you...
You want them to teach you? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievable. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join. I guess they just need some time to adjust.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest...
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out... Hey, you're only young...
Interesting. Look...
Okay, so...
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence update. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but... let's...
Time to go.
They went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up. These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way. The footprints stop here, but, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Time to go.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before...
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burnt.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Fort?
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else.
Darn! Guess this is where...
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's... I smelled something peculiar the moment Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Really? Pilot can't smell anything.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can... Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their... When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind. Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask her. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If they're... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear any...
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailings.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about... Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time.
Oh, bummer. I gotta have to... I'm just gonna wait. I mean, there's still more like...
One with nature. Time to go.
Either they run or they make me do Katui. I'm surprised that
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the I won't drone on about the importance.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush. Just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with a... Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced after much consideration.
What? Oh, thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will...
I will live up to the Tianshu name. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone...
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to...
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this...
I, also wouldn't mind...
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui?
Time to go.
But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's... I guess Zhi didn't let his guard down.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, let's go to Shinyue Kiosk.
Place to go for classic Yue dishes.
Excuse me. Yeah. It seems like I'm going to finish this, and once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to job.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit...
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer... This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick...
Liquor and wineware. I see.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
is taking my whole time?
Time to go.
Chips. Not the right NPC.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock, and now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Zhi's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Zhi bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Lin.
Well, don't take...
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your
I...
Yelan, so is the plan... Oh, if we can't figure out where Jim...
If so?
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Zhi's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoy. Now, where might we...
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnaya and
have both locations surrounded. Take as many people...
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so...
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Zhi may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change
Great idea!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major...
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Zhi is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to stick to your orders.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan.
I'll be waiting for you. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready.
Time to go.
And with that, the fate of the Bourgeois Brotherhood was sealed.
So I just waste my 30 minutes getting myself in the Netherlands.
Follow the wind.
Oh.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That...
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there.
Oh no, we gotta go...
Let's go. If... This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a workers' entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Into the wind.
Becomes the hunted.
Time to go.
Is this on top?
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. The workers left an emergency access route. Still,
Don't worry, we're... By the way, Yelan, where are your three little...
they have other things to take care of first. We couldn't...
I guess this guy's gotta have to bail out. But you need some.
Let's make haste.
I'm just going with my gut, Daddy. Probably. Ha! Knew it.
Busted. Quietly now.
Go.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Guys, see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
Not so fast.
Don't waste my time.
Gotcha. Busted.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
We need to check if there's chests.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Give up. Don't waste my time. Submit.
Oh, bollocks.
It's not.
Gutsy. Gotcha. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Life goes on.
Don't waste my time.
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up. Busted. Get dicey.
Power that isn't undone. Fire. It's nothing.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up.
Oh, sorry. That
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have...
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after... I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poison. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of... what was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle...
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tian Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to... Aside from Qing Shu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of...
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform...
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tian hasn't been feeling... What a nasty guy.
Hold on. Did you bring the camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to...
Excellent. We've, seen no progress on the diplomat, but soon, everything will be... I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu. No matter how... The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow. Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Bo had reputation. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your...
Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want.
Uncle Gao said that Zhi has low self-esteem. Seems he was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time. So the Fatui persuaded him that he should act well. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute. How well this goes for us depends on how Zhi...
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. Huh? Zhi, you...
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusuppa. How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my... You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand?
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives. The ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu. But things didn't quite go to plan.
Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any lie. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Jerry, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui is a wreck. After I die, they'll come looking.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
What? How?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long...
That traitor!
Shh, 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 shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They can't...
The game's up? Forgive me, I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me and investigate.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same. Nothing else you wanted to add?
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in this. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I...
You still don't get it, do you? What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever... He was like a teacher and a father.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even out of everyone in...
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. I'll have someone remove the explosives.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. Don't worry, just get some rest.
Should have charged my phone. Hang on. Ah.
We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees. In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes, the exotic.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought the assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position, but...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens...
Is it just Paimon, or is...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner.
I have to admit, he's a smart... The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poison. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is...
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui...
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big...
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien? Yelan? What are you talking about?
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu select. With Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Zhi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time?
So, okay, well...
We got halfway. The first part went off with... But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved. The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next...
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire to take over? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at...
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's... Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. All right.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. But I'm sure if you keep... Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tien. After the recent turn of events, I'd say...
Finally! Dad! Then Dad! Try to get in time. Now, let's check if I could win a prize. Let's see. Violet. What do we have? Better than nothing, I guess. Next 10 days. Okay. Something new in here. Okay. Oh dang, it's time for me to use this. Okay. Deploy. Okay, and then start again. Wrong one! Now, let's see. There's so many of these. Emptying this. Half of this. I have one? Really? Have some of this.
Come on out. Right here.
Crumble!
Allow me. Nice and spicy.
Show them.
Nice. Now. I wonder.
This road.
Nice.
If you ever have any...
Going right here. We're going to harvest the flowers.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Question. Did you use a lot of... Yeah, you did. No wonder I'm out.
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
I mean, good for you. I don't know. I have not mined everything.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
Why not? Why not? It's not like everyone has anything to do with their own world. This world is not bad, sure, but the what ifs of to go to another world is also fun. I mean, seriously, what's wrong with that? Mhm. Now, let's. Oh, oh. Okay. how do you say this? Yaimiko just told about people who are working stories about another world, like the what ifs of another world where all of us are just moderns, all of us that have become another creatures and whatnots. She was very intrigued about the writers who are writing about different worlds, kind of like on different AU. So 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 she how do you say this? So she also included that probably the reason why there are is like what ifs in the different or AU stuff
I want to
right
help.
there is because they find it lacking. They don't like the world that they're living in, and wanted to live in a world of possibilities where yada 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 is like they want to live a world where they could live in a different world where they could,
Stand clear. Animal check 6308. I heard you. Stand clear. I'm going in. Enhanced animal module. Quiver. Be gone.
Torn to oblivion!
Ah!
On this floor.
Be gone.
Illusion shattered!
Animal test 6308.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Swirl, Mark 2.
Strike! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Stand clear.
Oh, come on! Get out of
Off we go.
Get out of here!
Going in. Animal test.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Illusion shattered! Get out of here!
Stand clear.
So, in other words, Yaimiko pities write fiction or different age people.
There is no escape! Everybody stand back! Enhanced Animal Module 75! Inazuma shines eternal!
Quiet.
Illusion shattered! Animal test 6308! Yeah! Get out of here! Teamwork is drill! Animal hypostasis in your quiver! Now you shall perish!
I mean, yeah, in a way. I'm also a writer myself, but the fact that I'm also one of those mediocre writer who more or less has a big scope of understanding what they're writing on is very much understandable to those who are trying to what it is that they're trying to
Don't break my glasses! Unexpected outcome.
They're poor! One strike will suffice.
Everybody stand back! Swirl, Mark 2, stand clear. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Animal test 6308.
Fall before me! Over! Fall before me!
Stand clear. Get out of here! Get out of here! Teamwork is trim. Animal hypostasis and flash. Torn to oblivion.
How much was it? How much damage did I do? Pretty much sure I got 11k something. God dang it.
The insolent shall be purged. Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Mercy. Purging transgression. Got you. This is Her Majesty's gift. Absorption test. You can't hide. Shine down. Out of my sight. Got you. Her Majesty's power flows through me. Animal test 6308. That's not right.
Indeed, it's not right.
I'm going in. Enhanced Animal Module 75. Where are you?
shall perish. There is no escape.
Absorption test. Get out of my sight.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Animal hypostasis emulate.
Strike. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Where are you? Animal test 6308.
This body belongs to us.
Finally!
Wow, so many raw materials.
Okay, hang on. Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, here we go.
It's my lucky day.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Quiver. Illusion shattered.
Absorption test.
Strike. Everybody stand back.
Enhanced animal module.
Flash. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Stand clear.
Should replace my hammer.
It's your attitude and your words. Like, seriously. You have to let them work.
Here we go.
Who's killing myself by two jobs?
Absorption test. Stand clear. Animal hypostasis emulation.
I just used my Zephyros oath first life. Fuck is broken. This better not be slime.
Get out of here.
Animal test 6308.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Strike. Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Absorption test.
Everybody stand up.
Whoa, Mark 2.
Quiver. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Okay, I did not see the total of my damage at all. How many damage do I have?
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Have a little taste.
Flash. Illusion shattered.
Absorption test. Yeah.
Very high.
Stand clear.
The wrong test.
Shine down.
Careless.
Is it true that Supra's her vision sounds at what?
Off we go.
Unbelievable.
Adventure time.
Animal test 6308.
Strike. There is no escape.
My blade.
Not exactly.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Flash. Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
They're still fishy. There's fish.
Another test.
Get out of here.
Have a little
Stand
taste.
clear. Absorption test.
I'm going in.
This will do.
Animal hyperspace. Don't break my glasses.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
The wrong test subject. Get the bearing.
Shine down. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You win. This.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Strike. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Touchdown.
Well, anyway. Wow. Maybe I do need to build. I need to raise. Okay. Okay, I'll watch it once I get super ready. Do I have resin? Any more resin? No? Yeah, I don't think I have any more resin. Is there? Yeah, I already used all my resin. Um, maybe later by tonight I'll be able to grab some more resin. I'll be doing more resin right there. But for now, I probably have to stop right here. It's already what, 12? Past 12 or 1? Almost 1, past 1. I should be getting myself ready. So that's it for now. For now. For now, that's it. But but later on, I'll probably go into depth some here, and then I'll be able to come back sooner. Oh, by the way, those who are playing disco, shoot me out of the sky high. Those who are playing disco, those who playing disco, shoot, I accidentally hit the wrong button. By the way, those who play disco, I'll see you guys in disco. For now, this is bye-bye. Bye. Still have to level up my